it's time to get started. Welcome, everybody. I was going to say, thank you guys so much for coming to our panel this evening. This is going to be awesome. We're really excited to have you guys. For those of you that got lost, we are something Witty Entertainment. We do Sword Art Online Abridged on YouTube and something Witty Gaming on twitch.tv. Maybe like a quarter of
It's like 2 hours of watch time.
I go there sometimes.
We're what you'd call internet famous.
which is exactly the same as not famous. Anyway, without further introduction, let's move to the introductions. Who wants to go first?
We should go like left to right.
Oh, left to right? Oh, okay, well that was awkward. Hi guys, my name is Disaster. I am the voice of Klein in SAO Abridged. I also go by the username BallsDeep69.
Yeah, what to do? I'm Expo Monkey X and I'm at SAO Abridged and Emmy in Devil's Lament and absolutely no one in Schmuck Squad stuff. No.
You voiced Jericho! Jericho! Jafar!
I am Yamato SFX. I play Kirito. I also co-write the show and edit it.
Hi, I'm Hayabusa449, also known as Mackenzie. Hello. I co-write the show with Yamato, and I play a couple voices, including Kuridia.
So this is only our second appearance at Anime Boston.
Second panel.
At this convention, you guys have been really good to us.
Relationship.
Very intimate relationship with the people that go to this convention. Mainly pretty much everybody in this front row right here as well. Also, I want to say, Sal, come on, you know I love you, man. I also want to say this is a very special occasion for us as well, because tonight we're going to be premiering for you guys the last episode of Season 1 of Sword Art Online Abridged. Which, by the way, was also uploaded to YouTube March 29th, 2 days ago, was immediately taken down, but is also the 4-year anniversary of the first episode of Sword Art Online Abridged. So that's... I just only wish that we planned it that way. For those of you guys that have been waiting since episode 10, it has been, what, 7 months?
Oh,
Since our
Jesus,
last episode. We are really sorry for making you guys wait as long as
I
you
wanted
have.
it to be good. I'm sorry.
It's still not.
You succeeded.
I'm not sure if we said already.
I seen it on Patreon.
way, you can check it out on our Patreon if you are a patron for $5 or more, which gives you access to the
Yeah.
Google.
Those will be the temporary places where we'll be leaving the episodes, at least until YouTube decides to actually let us, put it back up whenever they decide to get us that.
Like usually 10 to 14 business days is what they always say. So a couple weeks.
Usually
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
give it to it.
Like a month probably.
Fair use is usually not all that fair.
Yeah. Should we talk a little bit about the 7 months and why it took that long to get to this point?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of work that went into this episode. We basically condensed the last 2 episodes of the Einkrad arc into a ridiculously long video. And for those of you that saw episode 10 and know that, what was the final timestamp on that? Was it 20 minutes and what?
Yeah, it's 23 minutes?
23 minutes. Guys, episode 11 is 35 minutes long. Go to the bathroom now. All right?
But I mean, it's more than just that Izzy had to work his goddamn ass off for an episode this long. There was also just a lot of in the writing process. Like we had you'll see it, one of the final scenes. Izzy and I spent a couple days on this ending, working out all this, like, okay, this gag and this gag, we also need to fit in some exposition, a nice little character moment here, you'll work this out. And we just we fit this elaborate puzzle piece like we do with every script. And we looked at it and went, it's not funny enough. And it goes on too long.
Well, bad.
So after a couple of days, we just had to scrap a giant chunk of the script and start over. And it's just, you've got those little moments where you just gotta go back and tweak it and just give it another go, another pass. Like, no, let's try that again. Plus, this is our biggest cast ever, and that takes a hell of a long time to coordinate with actors.
Oh, yeah. There are a lot of random soldiers and characters in this one.
Some of them in the crowd today.
Yes. If you were in the episode, stand up.
Yeah, if you're in this episode, stand up.
If you're in the episode,
Stand up.
Everybody that's
Get up,
taking part in
boys.
this episode.
Get up.
You guys, excuses aside for why it took 7 months for us to put out this episode, we really hope you guys enjoy this one, and we will get to it very soon. We do also have some other important things that we do want to discuss that we will save for after the episode is actually out, including our first giveaway. We have some stuff for you guys, some swag that will be available online pretty soon. If you guys are interested in checking out that stuff, so something with merch. And we're going to be doing a little giveaway for you guys after the episode comes out. So,
mention fan Q&A.
well, I mean, you want to ask a few questions now, just to open up the floor?
No. We'll do them after. I thought you were listing off stuff we were doing after.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
All right.
okay.
Well, in the meantime, I mean, you guys are here to see episode 11, so you guys want to get started on that? I don't think they want to get started on that. One more time. Do you guys want to see episode 11? No! Yamato, open the laptop.
Out of curiosity, because I asked this last year, out of curiosity, who here is new to the series? Who here hasn't seen
I've never seen an episode.
I have never
A single episode?
There are large chunks of this. There are large chunks that are not going to make goddamn sense. Goddamn bit of sense to you.
Nervous and excited. that's actually a good idea. All right, so as you guys know, we extended our panel time an extra half an hour from last year's. So what we're going to do, because it's 8:20 right now, we have 40 minutes to basically open the floor up to any Q&A that you guys might have. Now keep in mind, because we finished the season, that is any questions you have about any future projects or anything for the entire first season. You can have, well, I'm saying you'll have basically all that time to answer that. But first, while the episode is still fresh in your minds, if you weren't here last year, we had hinted at some designs for Something Witty Entertainment t-shirts. Guys, you want to stand up real quick?
Yeah.
Get at it. Get at me.
We got them right here. Four initial Something Witty Entertainment t-shirt designs, and guess what? We have 4 extras on us right now.
Yes.
That 4 of you are going to get to walk out of here with today. Exactly. So, if you were paying attention, we compiled a few little kind of trivia questions about the episode that we wanted to ask you guys in the audience, and if you can get them right, you can come up here and select one of our 4 t-shirt options. So real quick, I just want to go through and show you what we guys have. Matt, can you stand up first and show them the first t-shirt design? This is the basic Something Witty Entertainment logo. As you can see, it's beautiful. Our YouTube channel with our handle name right there on the bottom there, if anyone wants that, it is available.
Designed by Yamato SFX.
Yes. All these, for the most part, concept designs were done by Yamato SFX, this lovely little editor right here. We did have the artwork commissioned by...
There's a gentleman named Joseph Caesar SD, really talented artist who does a lot of t-shirt designs, and he came on to do the other 3 shirts.
Yeah, so the other 3 that we have, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. The other 3 that we have for you guys are, Yamato, if you want to step up. Kirito, Einkrad PD.
An obvious reference to Detective Kirito and that routine for episode 6.
Detective Kirito, Einkrad PD.
That was probably one of the first shirt concepts we really worked on. The second of which is my personal, third of which is my personal favorite. Expo Monkey X, you want to stand up real quick? Grand Wizard Asuna.
I think that's the most excited anyone's gotten for someone saying Grand Wizard anything.
How did you get away with that one?
And the last one is the one that I'm wearing right here, which is... My name is Klein, Balls Deep 69. All right, so, show of hands, who wants a shirt? Yo! So, what we're going to do is we're going to go down the line. We'll probably start with Yamato first, work our way around the group. Wait, let me...
We have to know this. We're so
We'll go quick, I promise. So yeah, why don't you get to choose which one of our questions you want to ask, and throw your hands up as soon as he's done. We'll call on first person we see. If you can get the answer right, come on up.
I
We'll
will
choose
pick
any one of the
someone. I
4
will run
shirts.
out and I will pick someone.
Carrie will actually go out and grab one.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I feel like starting potentially difficult on this one.
Thanks.
Before the boss fight, you saw Tiffany and Klein kind of having a moment, like talking about things that they had been off doing while Kirito was having his like whatever adventures. They talked about fighting chimeras. What floor did they fight the chimeras on?
Oh my God.
Real quick, do we have a microphone? Do we have a microphone that we can use?
Come on.
Hey!
I'm like 30% sure I know this. That is
74?
no. No!
That's right!
That's correct. Got yourself a shirt.
Grand Wizard on.
Yeah, I did it right. You were right. Richard Osmond.
One no for Kirito, I feel so betrayed.
Is he gonna see the next one? Sure.
If you want to be the next person, sure. Cool.
At the beginning of the episode, when Kirito and Asuna's, let's call it sexy time, gets interrupted by Heathcliff's message, Asuna affectionately refers to him as a...
Now the general right here.
A sexy little lady.
No, right here.
What does she refer to Heathcliff as?
She quite effectively calls him a clam jammer.
A freaking clam jammer, to be precise, but we will accept your answer, sir.
What shirt do you want?
I can't believe I forgot that. It's a climb shirt.
Oh,
Chosen wisely. Take your pick.
they are a cult. We are. They're
We are selling them at approximately...
In approximately 35 minutes, they will
35
go
minutes?
live on sharkrobot.com.
So those awesome Team 4-star shirts you can buy on there.
Get out!
We got a page 2 now.
Before I ask my question, I want to throw out there. I love this. Before we started this, Ballsy over here looked at the question. I don't know, guys. I don't think anyone's going to put their hands for the floor 17 one. And then seeing everyone.
No one's gonna know that one.
I wanted to ask easy questions because I love you guys.
So you don't want them to earn things?
All the best things in life are free, dude.
No, you're not.
All right.
I'm sorry, I just respect our audience more.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
All right.
If you want, you can follow your Lord and Savior. Or you can follow the legendary Fuck!
All right, I got it. When Kirito realizes Heathcliff is Kaiba, he has a flashback listing movie quotes. Which of those movie quotes has not been said in a prior episode of SEO Abridged?
I used to fuck guys like you in prison.
And just for fun, what movie's that from?
That I don't know, but I answered your question.
For the record, it's from the Patrick Swayze classic, Roadhouse.
Oh my gosh, sure. Yeah.
So, yep, for the Detective Kirito shirt.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. What does Asuna try to do to Kaiba after he paralyzes her?
Oh, I saw one hand. One second. Just to clarify.
Yeah.
Should I only count it if you finish asking the question? Because I saw one hand go up right before you finished. Someone knew what was going on.
It's your call.
Piggy, it's your call.
It's your call.
What, man?
There's a lot of hands in there. Someone from the back.
set it on fire with her mind.
That is correct. So, which one do you want? Take your time.
Take your time. Think about it.
Decisions.
Think about it.
I'm sorry, guys. Those are all the shirts that we have to give out today, but you can get your own if you want from sharkrobot.com. And we'll be going live on their webpage at exactly 9 o'clock, so you have plenty of time if you decide to get one, or online order, whatever you like. We accept all forms of currency, except the euro. We don't know what that's about. This is America, Gary. She's hiding her accent, but she's actually from Scotland.
No one cares, dude.
No one cares.
I care.
Carrie. Jericho.
Jericho's the worst. No one likes Jericho.
You love it.
So where did that microphone end? Where did that microphone end? Up my ass.
Oh, yeah. Put it in my phone.
Can you pass it down this way?
Yeah.
All right, so we got another half an hour. Let's open the floor. Does anyone have any questions that they want to ask?
No.
I thought so. All right, let's go.
Okay, it's over, everybody. Let it on that guy. Let's see. How should we do this? Should we have everyone kind of form a line, or do you want to just go in the crowd? Yeah, let's do that. Anybody questions directed at you? Just answer all on the floor.
Who's got a question? Middle and front forward first. Lightsaber, what's your question?
So, are you guys planning to do season 2 at all? And if not, are you planning to do any new anime?
The answer to that is both.
Yes and yes.
So one of the things that we also wanted to mention is that we hit our Patreon goal. Because of this reason, we've actually been able to hire an additional editor to bring in someone to work on another series. So we are, yes, going to be continuing SAO Abridged into the next arc, which is referred to as a Fairy Dance arc? Or? Fairy Dance arc. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I'm also equally excited for our second Abridged series that we're going to be doing. Which, should I say what we're going to be doing next?
I mean,
It's not really a secret anymore? Okay. So for those of you that don't know, the next Abridged series that Something Witty Entertainment is going to be doing alongside Sword Art Online is My Hero Academia Abridged.
So you've heard of it.
Take a wild guess who's going to be playing Izuku.
Kirito.
What the?
Detective Kirito.
Why is this a chat now? I hate them all of you. All right, who else has a question?
Oh, someone said please. Who said please? What the? No. How dare you? What's your question?
Have you watched any of your mini reaction videos?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
definitely.
That's,
It's like, aside from the conventions like this, we don't really get a lot of opportunities to see live reactions to people watching our stuff for the first time, so it's a pretty good way to see if jokes are hitting or not.
that's, thank you.
We find that they're usually more effective than YouTube comments.
Questions, sir.
Gary, what about the gentleman behind him, the one who also said please?
Yes, you also said please. What is your question?
What happens if the Kirito is always right foundation?
That's a good question.
It lives on through Patreon.
Questions. Questions. I'm gonna go to the other side of the room now. Quiz question.
you gonna do ordinal scale?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do ordinal scale.
We're gonna do it when it comes up in chronological order, which would be after Sword Art 2.
But we've already seen it, and believe me, while we're watching the movie, we were just like, oh, that could work. Oh, that plays in nicely with what we've already written. I like that idea. You know? So, gears are turning.
Question.
Who came up with the name Balls Deep 69?
That
So long ago. No.
That might have been me. That might have been you. The problem with who came up with what joke. Too many times, the way the writing process goes with the two of us is, either I'll pitch a joke or Yamato will pitch a joke, and then the other one will go, okay, well, what about this? And we'll like rephrase it and back and forth. Most jokes go through this process of, oh, that's funny, play with it, refine the wording, back and forth, working it out. So like maybe one of us will say something that doesn't get reworded, but the other one will just like get into it and just play off it and come up with the entire scene around it. So I mean, yeah, it's hard to trace back, especially a joke that early on.
Yeah, that was episode 1. I cannot fathom.
It was me. I wasn't part of the team, but it was me. Questions? Who's got questions? Okay.
Oh, no.
Why was 6 afraid of 7?
How dare you?
Fuck you!
2 parts.
Because 7 is a superior number.
No, because 7 is a registered 6 offender.
Hey, to be fair, I'd never heard that joke before. That was actually really clever, sir. You should write a bridge series.
Oh, okay.
Where'd you get the idea for the crafting minigame scene from, what episode was it? 8, I think?
Oh, that would be episode 7.
Oh, the blacksmithing scene, right?
Yeah.
That was all you. I'm taking 0 credit for that.
That is probably my...
Oh, wait, also, how long did it take you to do that whole thing?
Weeks, probably.
Here's the best part. That started off as just the rhythm game thing.
Yeah.
And that was like what we had in the script. Then this guy comes in.
Yeah, so yeah, the original idea was just to do like that Guitar Hero screen that comes up in front of her, and just make it look like a really weirdly like lame one-note, one-track rhythm game. But then it's like, no, I'm not satisfied with that. I'm gonna play with it a bit. What if she was like also flying through space? Oh, what if there was also a game of Space Invaders flying in the background that she was also somehow controlling a mallet? And also, what if like light years above her, there were also the robots from Gurren Lagann. It all somehow contributes to making a sword real good.
Never settle for anything less. Always go a step beyond.
The Gurren Lagann thing came later. It was just like, okay, later on, a fighting game. But yeah, the way this guy's mind works is just waiting on lines. No other process he could make in the episode, so he just like started pitching those ideas. Next thing I know, he has dedicated his life to making this joke happen that he absentmindedly thought. It was like, you were killing yourself. Like, I'm gonna get this right. It's like,
That's how my brain works. It's like if I think something will be even kind of amusing, then it's worth hundreds of hours of effort.
Season of Sword Art Online is kind of bullshit and very monotone and flatline. So to make a lot of the emotions happen that will fit, our actor's dialogue, he has to constantly redraw a lot of mouth movements and a lot of expressions to make them look believable with the kinds of shit that our characters are saying. So it's very tedious. It takes a lot of work, and you are probably one of the most dedicated editors that I've ever met. Let's keep it going. We still got another 20 minutes. Any other questions?
What is your question?
Just want to start by saying that I really did love the Abridged series. I've been watching it with my roommate, and we just enjoyed it so much.
Thank you, dude.
He asked my original question. I have another one. Can I get a photo of you guys after this?
Absolutely. I don't think there's anything going on in this room directly after 9 o'clock. Yeah, I think we have a little bit of time afterwards. If they don't flat out, if they don't immediately kick us out, we could probably, do like some photo ops or maybe sign some stuff.
And even so, we'll probably just hang out in front.
Yeah, probably hang out in the lobby or something.
Yes.
Let's be honest, this is kind of like the big thing we have to do at this convention. Afterwards, we're basically just going to be going around Saturday and Sunday and stuff. By the way, who's going to the, I'm totally promoting something else right now, but who's going to be going to the Season 2 premiere of My Hero Academia?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you there if any of you guys are going to be attending.
All right.
It is a two-parter, not as good as his, however, pretty good. First question, are you guys going to the premiere of The Dove for the movie tomorrow?
I mean, I think we should. Some of us think that it might be bullshit and boring.
I think it's going to be bullshit and boring, but we'll go.
I think Sword Art Online has proven my hypothesis. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so we're playing that one by ear, but that is one that's kind of been on the radar.
Yeah.
Fuck you calling me out like that, Izzy.
You should be proud of Izzy calling you out. I've never seen him be this vicious.
It's great. It's
I
great.
have.
Not in public. Behind closed doors, you are fair game, buddy.
I know.
Oh, and part two.
Part two, the whole second part of season 1 that we don't talk about. I'm looking forward to the jokes, but see, we are doing the whole, that part, like not just skipping to the nice part of Alpine, we're like fighting the...
Yeah, we've worked out some ideas. I think people are going to be pretty happy with the changes we've come up with for start plot points and character motivations.
Yeah, you just got it.
Get some of the people. Yeah.
So, for voice actors, for pretty much all of you, is there a favorite scene that you guys just absolutely love voice acting? And if not, is there a quote or scene that you guys love doing that you get to be put in there? And if you could, if you're allowed to, would you be able to tell us what it was?
Oh, so what jokes we had to cut?
Yeah. Well, what's our favorite things we love to say?
You mean quotes in general or quotes that our characters have done? Specifically our characters. Okay. That's a good one.
I do always love, like anyone would let that idiot in on a conspiracy. Friggin' landmine deals with pressure. Yeah, we kill fewer people.
I think you know what my favorite level is. So my favorite bit in the entire series is actually Klein's very last line in the entire thing. Because that little bit of garbled, mangled speech is actually somewhat decipherable. When we were, and I'm going to ruin this for you guys, because next time you go to hear it, you won't be able to unhear these words.
No.
First, did anyone notice that he was actually saying
Words?
actual words?
But could anyone actually make out what I was saying? No? Okay, so some context for that. So here I am sitting in my kind of recording area, and Yamato says to me, okay, so you have to do for this last line just some kind of garbled, mangled, just like bawling your eyes out, just like kind of voices. Eventually what happened was I had done it so many times that I eventually started to slip into this weird sort of Watto voice from the Phantom Menace. So I'm just like, so can you just say some garbled quotes from the friggin' Star Wars The Phantom Menace? So I'm sitting there at my desk just going, no god is worth 2 slaves, I'm a toy day. It's don't work on me, only money.
And that was the take he used.
So yeah, Carrie, what's your favorite line?
I'm so
baby.
Every single take I had of her saying that line immediately was followed with.
So I was honestly surprised you was able to get anything workable out of it.
It was easier to do the sex scene than to do that line.
But yeah, what was your favorite?
What is your favorite?
From that episode, I actually really liked it. You think I'd kill myself over you? Suck a dick.
By the way, in case you guys don't know this, last time we were at Anime Boston together, we were actually engaged and we got married last year. Get in line. All right, Mac, what's your favorite character line?
For my characters, I'm pretty happy with the school bus line in episode 6. Christ, Yoko, how big is this web? You're catching school buses in this thing. But
Oh, that's a good one.
it's a close call between that and just all of the shit I had to do with Curdale in his last episode 9. You know, some people think being called a bitch is so negative, but frankly, I just think it means you're strong, powerful, and fucking terrifying. Please don't kill me. He's such a monster, but I love that character.
15 minutes, we still have plenty of time for questions. If you've got one on your mind, raise your hand.
Thank you, Sharon. You've been flailing to get a question.
Okay, if your characters had stands, what would their names be? What would they
Do what you put down on me. That requires a copious amount of thought.
JoJo's reference.
Okay, can I come back to you on that one? Because I actually really want to think about that. Do you guys know? I mean, next question, because I genuinely think about that.
I don't know what character it would be for, but I mean, just for me in general, I'm going to assume it's going to be a Ninja Sex Party song. Unicorn Wizard. No?
You're watching season 1 tonight.
You said you were watching JoJo's.
Yeah,
You're going to watch JoJo's.
You did.
Well, saying you get what I want.
She did say that, right? She did say she's going to watch shows.
You have no sway over it. You have no power.
Wait, do you have one in mind?
Don't wait. If I don't watch JoJo's, you're gonna go back in the tattoo thing.
Don't tell people that.
All right, we're getting way off topic. We're getting way off topic here. Izzy,
I'll tell that later.
if you actually know what your stand name would be, let's say it.
Yeah, let's put it.
I don't know. White and nerdy?
Solid answer. All right.
No, I'm sorry. Come back to me. I love JoJo's too much. I have to do that answer justice.
Harry, what? Chase the question. Chase is a question. How dare you?
So, my question is for Yamato Izzy the Sizzler SFX. Who is your favorite character in SAO Abridged, and why is it Nishida the Fish Fucker?
That's a solid question. Well, to answer the first part, she's a fish fucker. And I would say that he's probably one of our most well-realized characters. I get what he's all about, only a few sentences.
Lots of flopping around.
best friends in the Abridged community.
In the Abridged community, that would be the Schmuck Squad, who are sitting right over here. Stand up. Jack 69.
Schmuck Squad. Guys. Guys.
Yamato and I are pretty good friends with Takahata. We hang out with him a lot. He is What? They asked the question.
So I don't think you have a question.
That guy way in the back.
No, you've been trying. Go for it.
Sorry, dude.
I know that, episode 11 just came out, but is it going to be another, 8-month wait in between this and season 2? I have no idea.
I don't fucking know. Do you think we planned this shit? Jesus!
To be clear, the only reason that took 7 months was because we wanted it to be a satisfying conclusion. It was. And there was a lot to make sure that we tied up. And the original does not give a lot to work with.
That scene of Asano running into his arms amidst the whole wall of clouds, we had to actually reframe a lot of that.
No, it's the one just before that with Kirito saying well, I can firmly say I did one of those things. That's the shot. I had to rotoscope that shot just so that I could put a different sky in it so that I could retime the animation.
Yeah, frame by frame.
So it took me
I know your fucking tape.
25 frames.
For basically what was a 3-second clip.
3-second clip. Plus that's a 35-minute episode, and we're setting a specific page limit going into season 2, specifically to avoid this problem in the future, because we want to get these out faster and still as good. We just, so we're just going to put that on ourselves to just make sure that we can get these out reasonable length of time in a reasonable amount of time.
Plus now we have more writers and editors, and that helps to speed the process up. But
Exactly.
with the first season of Sword Art, once you have sort of a rhythm going and you kind of know where everything's going to go, it's very tough to sort of bring in new people to help kind of, because you don't want to change directions too much, otherwise the show kind of goes off in its own direction and doesn't kind of follow that sort of same path that you set from the first episode. So we basically let everything kind of fall into the hands of Yamato and Hayabusa, because they've been around for the entirety, since episode 1. I mean, Monkey X and I, we joined on 4 or 5 episodes in. So we were still fairly new to the team at the time. They already had an idea of what they wanted to do. But for My Hero Academia and season 2 of Sword Art Online Abridged, we're all working together on this. So we finally have open sort of forum where we can come up with something really good.
Woo! I think you have made Sword Art infinitely better.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You guys were a very good addition to the cast.
Friendship, 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 friendship,
You let that get way too out. We got 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. Who else has a question? We haven't swayed in a while. I believe you already asked a question. Didn't you already ask a question? No. Sorry, sir. What's your question?
Have you guys read the light novel from Sword Art Online to the point where you know that Kirito does actually try to essentially build a robot interface for Yui? Or was that just a joke?
That was intentional. That's implying stuff.
And Bubble Monkey sneezes like a kitten.
She does, it's adorable.
All Might.
You don't have that authority. It's 25% of an executive decision.
I think you'll find that I'm editing it so I can do what I want.
That is a factor.
That is actually, okay, so yeah, she's probably what's your other question?
Are we gonna roast SoccerCon again?
No.
No.
We're actually going to soccer.
Three of them are actually.
So we can't give them shit. They actually came this time.
We're not going to be hosting a panel or anything, but the three of them are actually going to be attending SoccerCon.
Yeah, Ballsy can't come with us, unfortunately.
Yeah,
But yeah, we're going to be
Shrug panel.
Schmuck's panel.
Fly to Seattle and see their panels.
Yeah.
All of you in Seattle.
What's your question?
What's the tattoo story?
So, that actually correlates with soccer cup. So, a very long time ago, me and Izzy were just talking about tattoos because I have a couple. I have a Chronoboros and Fairy Tale and like Majin symbol. And he's like, I always kind of wanted to get a tattoo. I'm like, oh, what'd you get? Probably an Ouroboros. I'm like, Izzy, that's adorable. We'll be tattoo twinsies. And he's like, if you ever come to Vancouver, I promise we'll do that. Thinking I would never go. But I'm going to Seattle, and then I'm going to go to Vancouver, and you're going to get a tattoo. Yes, it's a thing.
Okay, next question. How much time do we have left, by the way?
Like 4 minutes.
4 minutes?
Make your questions good, peeps.
All right. You have a
3
question?
more minutes.
As Glenn gets no roles or gets no lines in season 2, is there a chance he'll be playing the sister?
As who? What?
He wants to know that since Klein isn't coming back for season 2,
Boo.
will I be playing Kirito's sister?
You should.
We don't give in to peer pressure. That's not the kind of attitude we want to give.
We do, however, take brothers.
Hey guys, I just kind of have to ask, for all of the sort of like low blow, below the belt sort of jokes at the expense of Sword Art Online, how the hell did you guys resist the urge to make no Chapter 16.5 Glop jokes?
Solid question.
All right. Basically, we just felt like doing the sex scene in general was just a funny call to it. Although there was one potential version of that joke that might be safe for a future thing that I'd like to talk with you about. But that might be coming back, so you know.
You never know.
Nothing.
What are you gonna make me do?
We have time for maybe like 2 or 3 more questions unless we spitfire some answers. So let's get some quick questions in and then we'll call it a night. I did say I was going to call on you next, so what's your question?
2 things. One, Yamato, my hero.
Mine too.
I was just wondering, I noticed you were in the voice of like one of the characters in what's it called? Team
4-Star?
Team 4-Star, one of the
Oh, the bioman?
Final Fantasy VII.
Yes. Just like the checkout clerk at the sex dungeon.
Out of context anime!
They asked me to do it, and said to do it like that one character from 30 Rock.
Shit.
Oh, just one more thing. We must save my family!
You piece of shit. You in the back. Are you supposed to be Robin? I love these things, right? I'm gonna send you.
Oh, damn.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for chasing around.
Divorce.
So, what
scrap but really regretted taking it out?
Very good question.
We've had to cut a couple.
I mean, I can remember in this particular episode, there was like a totally different version of that scene with Kayaba.
Yeah, the thing I was talking about earlier.
The script was so long.
Talking about the
Oh my
thing
God.
that we just cut out after spending days working on it.
Yeah, like, should I talk about that?
Sure.
Yeah, there was like a totally different version of that scene where Kayaba goes through like his whole story as if it is like a children's like picture book, like just layering it in allegory of like some adventurer fighting against evil. And it's hard to get into specifics, but it was pretty. It had some pretty funny parts.
There's the one in particular I was thinking of that I'm really glad you didn't quote.
Yeah, no. That requires a lot of context.
The problem with it is that it wouldn't be as funny to do it here because it would require the completed visual. It was like a very specific visual and the line underneath it, but it was a joke. It's probably one of not like unfunny, but one of the worst jokes we've ever written.
Oh.
That just made it better.
Yeah.
You guys are monsters.
I mean, this is 15 plus panel.
Now I want more.
It wouldn't be as funny.
Okay, fine, move on.
So, guys, I do have to say that it is unfortunately past 9 o'clock.
Oh,
The good news is, however, not to beat a dying horse that's already pissed all over itself, but I've just been told we can actually extend our time for maybe another 15 minutes or so. So does anyone else have any other questions? Stretching this through as long as we can. You, I believe you've asked a question yet. I'll read it for you.
Yes, I'm curious as to how long the scripting and editing would take normally.
Usually takes. Really varies. Like this one in particular took us forever. Right? We kept revising parts and like completely gutting it over and over again to make sure that we were tying up every loose end and making sure that it was still fun instead of just a mountain of exposition. So that one took us like, that one felt like a monster.
This one was our Everest. This episode was our mountain to conquer.
Usually, only takes a couple writing sessions, a couple weeks or so.
Yeah, like
the editing is what takes the most amount of time.
It's like the writing doesn't take that long in comparison to like corralling the actors or the editing. The editing is just where this guy just locks himself in a room for a minimum of a month and forgets that sleeping and eating are part of being human.
They are optional.
Okay, if you've already answered or had a question asked, please put your hand down. Just want to make sure. What's your question? Sorry, I will get over to this side in a second. I'm sorry.
Have you figured out your stand name yet?
Right. Oh yeah.
Dude,
Black ice.
Stand up for yourself.
Black ice. I genuinely can't think of anything.
Oh no.
I want to think of my favorite song and how that would correlate to a power, but I can't.
Take it on me. Take it on me.
Take it on me. Yeah, that is basically.
Take it on me. Sorry. Yes, you. What's your question?
So, TFS established this in season 1, but we're still waiting on it from you guys. Who's your patty cake champion?
Ooh. Why would you do that? It would be me.
I believe you.
Yeah, it would be me.
I feel like you would just cheat.
I would.
I feel like
just want it more.
I would.
I feel like she wouldn't be the patty cake champion. She would just make sure no one else could be. Yeah, she would. Yeah, if she couldn't have that title, she'd probably just make sure anyone coming close to it didn't get there. Not necessarily.
You see, guys, Kirito may be always right, but Asuna is never wrong.
since Kirito didn't name the sword piece of shit, what did he name it, really? Or are we gonna find that out in season 2?
I mean, the swords are gone,
No,
so
sword's dead.
I don't think we could really. Like, we did have an idea, like, it never came up because the opportunity to, like, actually show the sword's name didn't really present itself in a great way. But we actually wanted to make a reference to our first abridged series, Muso Rankin, and call it Sung by Heart.
He makes what that would reveal about the character is you go back to episode 7 and he has like this real intimate moment with Elizabeth where he says the actual name and you can see how touched she is by that, and just the idea that Kirito is suddenly like super uncomfortable and weirded out, and that's why he goes on that whole tangent and convinces her it's this other name, because he doesn't, it's just like, again, Kirito's still in this mind space where he's having a hard time connecting with people. So that was why we threw in the reference in there, is just like part of Kirito opening up more with people as part of, the journey.
The journey.
Izzy, do you want to take a swing and ask some people's questions?
For like the last 10 minutes, go pick your shirt.
I got the microphone right
The
there.
microphone.
You just stop, boy.
You're Kirito from Kirito Abridged.
Oh my god, it's the Bioman.
Oh my god, the Artman kid! It's gone!
So besides your series, do you have any personal favorite abridged series that you guys like?
Dude, 7 Deadly Schmucks.
Devil's and Men is also pretty solid. Yeah! Kuroko no Basket is also pretty solid.
A little bit of a shameless self-promotion before doing, I know, I'm sorry. Before I teamed up with the rest of something Witty Entertainment, I did have a personal channel where I did a fairy tale abridged with my good buddy right there. You are the happy to my nonsense. And you always will be.
It's not exactly like a groundbreaking answer, but I do always go back to, Dragon Ball Z Abridged, and even like what Kaiser did before that. He only did the 8 episodes, but I always come back to Lupin the Third Abridged. It's harder to come across now. Like TV Tokyo salted the earth on YouTube for Lupin the Third Abridged. There are just episodes straight up missing. But the ones I can find, I always go back to, because that was the one that really made the push for me to be like, you know what? I want to give this a shot. I want to do this myself. So those are always my 2 standbys for like favorites.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah.
Nice.
And what about you?
Yeah, Izzy, what's your favorite?
Izzy.
I like the schmuck stuff.
I have no idea if anybody has asked me this before, or even like at this particular panel, but how exactly, what made you want to do a Sword Art Online Abridged in the first place?
Wow, we were actually just asked this, not in the panel, but someone asked us this earlier today.
Yeah.
I mean, mostly it was just that we were working on our old Hunter x Hunter Abridged, and some of our voice actors for our main characters, I think specifically Karapika, had just kind of disappeared off the face of the earth. And years later, we found out that he had gone off to perform with his, clown marching band?
Clown marching band.
I've never heard this story.
What the hell?
Again, he was just gone for a year. We were looking at 10 months at this point without having done a project. Yamato there, he is climbing the walls just, I need my fix. I need my editing fix, man. I need to get in there. And finally, the third member, the original voice actor for Klein, before disaster took over, he just suggested Sword Art because it was a show we were all kind of enjoying at the time. And just said, yeah, that sounds like fun. I was like, that's a thing to do before we go back to our real project.
You can see how that turned out.
Yeah, I would like to note the script for Hunter x Hunter Abridged 3 is finished. We've never made the episode though, because of the success of Sword Art and just getting wrapped up in writing these characters.
Continue that. That was good.
I'm afraid to go find it because it's like, what, 5 years old or something at this point?
It's probably dated as fuck.
Yeah, it's probably awful.
Yes.
There's at least one thanks to Mama Joe.
Oh, get it in there.
Get in there.
Get on in there. He's so adorable.
You gotta get in there.
Stop it.
He's so cute though, is he?
No,
I know there's probably no hope for this, but I have to ask you in person, when Buso Rankin Abridged? It's my favorite thing you guys have done other than Sword Art.
Get on it.
Yes, I love it.
Izzy, we can't hear you.
Izzy, we can't hear you. You need the microphone.
I'm glad you like it. I mean, those are like my earliest works, so they feel super dated and cringy to me, but I'm glad that you like them.
Yeah, I just want to ask you, since there's a camera there, is this going up online later?
That is the plan.
That's the plan. Just like our last one. 16, we'll be posting this online too.
Is it?
Sorry, wait, I couldn't hear that. What did you say?
No, this also means that what I say is going to be recorded. So I just want to say, hi, Dan!
Smart.
I'm a big fan of this, so I just want that to be here for prosperity's sake.
Hello,
Dan!
Yeah.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Let's get some questions going. Izzy, let's try to get to the other side of the room if possible.
How about the gentleman way in the back there?
Sure.
Is that a Team Skull member?
Yeah.
Yo! Is it our boy? Where's our boy?
I just want to give a shout out to Sword Art Online Abridged. I love your show. You made me laugh. I just want to say, awesome.
Yo, I love your boss, dude.
Yeah.
Your boy, Goose.
Where's your
This
boy?
may sound like a big beginner's question for Kirito, but why do you refer Asuna as Rosalia during your lovey-dovey time?
Why did I know that? Oh, that was just because if you remember in episode 4, right when Kirito kills Rosalia, she gets that final word in saying, "Enjoy this while you can. This is the deepest you'll ever be in a woman." To which he has apparently been stewing on that for like a year or two.
But with that 2-inch penis of his, it still is the deepest he's ever. Please don't divorce me.
She makes no promises, I'm sure.
In season 2, and if not, what happened to him?
Sorry, what's the question?
Will Don Fluffles be in season 2?
Yes!
Stop question.
That's yet to be decided. We've got a lot of jokes like that where we kind of got the debate going on whether or not we bring those jokes back. So like Don Fluffles, we've got some ideas, but whether we actually go ahead with them, that depends.
Yeah, just a matter of whether we think they're funny enough to bring a character like that back.
Izzy, we have time for maybe one more question.
One more
Let's make this the last one.
Who's got a good question?
someone who hasn't. Why?
I like your Digivice, first off.
That was amazing.
That's awesome. I like it a lot. And I'm actually just wondering, are you guys worried at all going into season 2 about YouTube's new restricted mode, about getting new audience members in? Or do you think your fan base alone will be able to flow you guys through?
Well, we have plenty of resources. Yeah, we have plenty of resources to get our episodes out there. If for whatever reason, if YouTube decided to implode upon itself, we would always find some means to get an episode out there for you guys. As long as people were, willing to look for them, there's always going to be some way that we'll get Sword Art Online out there.
Yeah, if not YouTube, then somewhere else.
Like, for instance, like we were saying, this episode, YouTube's already taken down.
Yep.
Going up on Facebook tonight, so we're always going to find another platform.
Yeah.
And so.
I think that might be I think we're done.
It was a good episode. Special thanks. We specifically named all of our patrons, but by name we did everyone who has ever given us more than $50. Are any of you guys here?
Do we have any $50 patrons? I know of 2 right there.
Those people should stand up so we can clap for them.
Yes.
Same for the schmucks. Same for the schmucks.
Love you, Izzy. All right. That is officially the end of the Sword Art Online. We will see you guys the next 2 days of the con. If you want to come up and have anything signed real quick, just bring it right up to the counter here. If you have pens, it's appreciated. But thank you guys for coming out. Come this side, guys.
Deep inside of me, girl, you just don't realize what you do to me. When you hold me in your arms so tight, you let me know everything's alright. I've got a feeling I'm high on believing that you don't realize